What's up, Blockheads? Here at Seminole Harley-Davidson, working with Chris at Sick Wide Glide. You guys be sure to go give him a follow. So today we are continuing work on the 2020 Harley-Davidson Softail Low Rider S. You guys know we've been working on beefing this thing up. We've got the 131 in it. We've got the Thundermax tuner on it. We went 2-to-1 exhaust with the Two Brothers Racing. Notice a lot of people kind of overlook whenever they're beefing up the power on their bikes is the braking. Would you say that's absolutely pretty accurate, right? Yeah, like a lot of people want to go faster, but then they don't focus on the fact that like you need to stop. You need to be able to stop. So we're working on upgrading the brakes today because we need to be able to stop. Absolutely. There's a lot of power on this thing. I reached out to Lyndall Brakes. They were willing to work with me in getting this thing outfitted with a quality brake system. If you guys are interested in using any of the products, any of the stuff, I'll be sure to drop links and all that down in the description below. We'll link to Lyndall Brakes. I'll link specifically to the stuff that we're using here as well. So we're gonna be walking you through, showing you how to upgrade your brake components from the pads and the rotors.
And I'm gonna make Block do this.
Yeah, it's putting me to work.
This is on him today.
Nice.
I'm gonna supervise and talk shit the whole time.
All right, guys, so this episode is brought to y'all in part by Lyndall Brakes. You'll be sure to go check them out. Link down in the description below. So we'll go ahead and drop some info on Lyndall and a quick edit right here. So a quick rundown of Lyndall Brakes. They specialize in performance friction material since 1998. While the rotors do look great, their primary focus is function. They're confident in their materials and process that they lifetime guarantee the rotors will never warp when used exclusively with Lyndall brake pads. They say that the real magic is in their brake pads, and their products are proudly made in the USA, and they're willing to put up their brake components against any other competitor in the world. I'll be sure to drop a link down in the description so you can look up all the specifics on their rotors and their brake pads. There's an absolute ton of information on their website. Be sure to go check it out if you want to learn more. We're going to be swapping out the rotors here, so both sides, left and right, and then we're going to be changing out the pads. We are not doing anything to the calipers. We're going to have new rotors, these ones here, on the front, and then we're also doing the rotor on the back here. So we're going to time lapse it, and we'll kind of talk a little bit about it as well. All right, them's the new ones.
It's pretty. It's light. I don't know what it is.
I heard it's made out of unobtainium.
It's unobtainium? Is that what they call it?
Either that or adamantium.
Hey man, this is the Ferrari of brakes. Sure? Or do we need to adjust the angle of the wheel? Look at that. Boop. Money.
Money. Yeah. It's that fancy little hat today giving you powers.
Is it? It's the lucky hat.
Yeah.
I work in this.
Because why?
I trip. Because why?
Yeah.
Because I should look as good as my work. Goddamn
nice.
Right.
Dang.
Yay. Hey. Stupid me left belt though.
No Loctite on it.
Yeah. So does this have gold in it? Oh, it does. Look.
Does it?
Yeah, look at that shit. See the gold flick? Yeah, it does say Gold Plus pads. 4 years. Haters gonna. Sub it. Good job. Winning. So we're moved to the front, huh?
Damn, bro, you're busting out the crown on the job?
It's Friday. What can I say? What time is it?
3 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? Danny has one. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. What is happening? Whoa, man. Whoa! It came right out, like the whole thing. There's no nut. The nut is your fork tube. Did you not know that?
Oh, no.
There's your nut.
Nice.
Yeah, it's your fork tube.
Harley taking design cues from British and Japanese motorcycles?
What? No, don't say that. Take it over. I'll cut over. Stop. Brake pads and pistons. Lyndall back with a brand new invention.
There you go, Lyndall. He just made up your new jingle.
That was off the cuff. We'll have to come up with something better. But
That was pretty good, man. I liked it. Clever, clever.
Woo, loose one. See there? See guy, but here I am. I'm just prepping the bolts again.
With that red Loctite.
Handoff.
Oh.
It's the handoff.
Sometimes you just have to add your own sound effects, bro. This one feels like it's cross-threading. No, that's good.
There it is. Scratching it.
Go to your home. Oh, just do it there.
If I do one and you do one, in theory, so I'll see this?
Yeah.
Get out of there. Not easy screwdriver. Robert's your dad's brother.
That's brother. Replacing the pads on the front caliper, pretty easy. Just bolt here, and then the stock pads. Yeah. Pin here, and then they pretty much just fell out, and then you got to just reline up the new ones. Make sure this
is a little tricky, as you learn.
Yeah, you got to press this front part down so that the bolt goes underneath these parts, but over the top of the piece in the center. After that, you just tighten down to spec. I think he likes them.
Looks good.
Anthony, how you feel about that?
It looks good. I like when it pops.
Oh, it pops, huh?
It pops.
Popping.
You do a pulley. Pulley to do the match.
Yeah. It's really hard to get paint or powder done in that like metallic gold color though, man. If you guys know of anybody out there, comment below. Let me know. It's been impossible to find somebody that can do that metallic gold in powder.
Oh yeah, your Ugga Duggas are plenty tight.
That German torque spec. Guten tight.
I don't even know what to say. I'm overcome with so much emotion.
Well, you gotta go ride it first and then see how it feels with that new stopping power. All right, there it is. What you think, man?
I'm digging it.
Looks good.
As our esteemed friend Anthony just said, it's popping.
Popping. Pow. The last test is to ride and see if it makes like a huge difference in braking. All right, well, let's try them out.
Yeah.
Many months later.
Continuation of the brake video. I've been using these brakes for a couple of months now, so I'm gonna ride up the road here. We'll stop, we'll get off the bike, take a look, but just gonna go through demonstrating using these things, and that's why we need to use them, because she quick. We gotta slow her down. So, Lyndall brakes, you know, the gold rotors with the gold plus pads. Initially, whenever I started first working with Lyndall to basically showcase these brakes, With the Softail Low Rider S, the rear brake rotor is not the same size as every other Softail. Since it is a performance model, they went with a larger, thicker rear rotor. When Lyndall Brakes first came out with it, they actually sent me a rotor that was made for most other Softails. I told them that the rear brake felt really smooth. I compared it to ice or glass, so whenever I would get on it, it wouldn't really like provide a ton of stopping power. I actually got this little thing from Deluxe Manufacturing, brake linkage from Deluxe Manufacturing, where you can actually adjust the angle of the brake lever, which is pretty nice, because whereas beforehand it doesn't really have any adjustability. But yeah, they sent out the thicker rear brake rotor. It definitely feels a lot better than it did beforehand, because the calipers basically weren't having to push the pistons as far to push the pads onto the rotor, and provides more stopping power since it is now thicker and to like OEM spec thickness, I guess. We did kind of go back and forth with some experiments in terms of like adding like shims like to each pad to try and like bring them in. That didn't really work out too well. It's still pretty slick, but with this one it feels a lot better. The front brakes feel crazy grabby. They bite very, very quickly. I'm always totally transparent and honest with you guys. The front brakes feel really, really good. The rear brake, it does leave a little bit to be desired. The aesthetic is definitely there. With the pads that I'm running on these, it's kind of like a new combination for them, where with the Gold Plus pads and the rotors, it's a bit of a softer compound pad, so it doesn't really take away the finish on the rotor. I haven't had any issues like with, you know, slowing down, trail braking, coming to a stop, or anything like that. But in terms of like engaging the ABS, like that's me slamming on it, and the ABS isn't really coming on there. Like the tire locked up a little bit. Let's see if I can do it again. Yeah, you see, like it's not engaging ABS for some reason. If you guys can hear that. So it's not, I don't know why it's not engaging ABS. That's one of the features of the bike, and one of those things that like it just doesn't, like ABS won't engage. So that's definitely something to bring up to Lyndall. So one of the things with Lyndall brakes is that they are incredibly responsive, and their customer service is just awesome. So if you guys are, I mean, looking for a reputable, awesome company, like this is definitely one of those companies, and they're passionate about brakes. If there's an issue, like I'm gonna call and talk to them about this, and I'll be sure to update you guys down the road, you know, regarding the ABS. But you know, I have no doubt in my mind that they will be all about figuring out what's going on there. I know it's going to be one of those things that, like with the rear rotor, like figuring that out, they were on top of it, incredibly responsive. This video has taken me a bit to get out, and that's just because I've really been trying to be thorough with, you know, testing the brakes so that I can, you know, give you guys like a good honest review. Yeah, like the ABS just won't. I'm not really sure. Usually it lights up here, right? And I know it's working, like the ABS is registering, otherwise they would have that ABS light. Yeah, see, ABS light. And it'll basically flash until you get rolling, until it like registers. It's got to register with like the bearing that has the sensor in it. The rotors are absolutely beautiful. I mean, they look great. I mean, obviously, like you can see where the brake pad is grabbing them. And you've got that brake dust. They're really hot right now because I've been jamming on them pretty good. But I mean, the fronts, they grab really well. They provide some nice stopping power. The rears, we did bed them correctly. They have a bedding process which we followed. Yeah, I'm not really sure like what's up with the ABS, but like I said, total transparency, letting you guys know my experience here. But like I said, I'm going to be in contact with them, and yeah, we'll figure it out. I think it's a combination of like the pad with the rotor. Since we've got a pad that's softer, it's basically probably not gripping enough in order to actually like engage the ABS, but it not gripping enough keeps the finish. But we've also got, you know, a 131 with the SNS 590 race cam in this thing. Braking is kind of my priority here. I need to be able to stop the damn thing because she fast. If you guys are interested in scooping any of this stuff up, be sure to check out the description down below. I'll be sure to link Lyndall brakes. I get questions on these brakes all the time, people asking what they are, and yeah, that's the name of the company. If you hit them up, tell them Blockhead sent you. The fuck? Dude, I have like an Easter helmet on, or bunny helmet. Yeah, tell them Blockhead sent you. If you guys have any questions on these, be sure to post up down in the comments below. Let me know, and I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. Thus far, they have been able to tame Goldzilla here and keep her in check. thankfully. We'll probably experiment with like a couple different pads and stuff just to see, and then obviously like we want to try to keep the finish on these, but stopping the bike is definitely our priority. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was insightful on stopping Goldzilla here, the 131. One of those commonly overlooked things, like I said in the beginning of the video, is whenever people upgrade the power and make a bike faster, they tend to overlook the brakes. So you got to be able to continue to control that power and slow down and stop. Hope you guys enjoyed it though. If you did, do me a favor, be sure to hit that like button. Hitting that like button tells YouTube that we're doing a good job and recommends the video to others. If you guys aren't subscribed already, you want to continue to see moto content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that bell icon while you're over there so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, you guys ride safe, stay vigilant. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.